Now, I guess a lot of people out there post on YouTube about their foundries and stuff like that to give kind of a bit of a tutorial, which I understand. I do. I guess I'm not really trying to do that, but I kind of am. Or at least show you what I've got. It's a little fun. Like I said, you know, melting shit, it's my thing. I'm gonna stay doing that. So, let me go ahead and give this a run here. Can't really turn this camera around. I figured I'd be able to, but I've got the setup out there. You can actually see it because it's daylight. I came straight home to do that. To give you an idea of what I'm doing here. See those safety glasses? Put them on. You're gonna do some dumb, crazy stuff like melting metal. You want them. You want leather chaps. You want gloves. Ain't nothing better than going home from a hospital with some painkillers because you done melted your hand to something. I've done it too many times. I've got a whole slew of aluminum, but the idea here is to explain to you what I've got. So this is my foundry setup. You see I've got these rebar handle, square handles with rebar going into the foundry. That's all fabricated, welded together. So I came from right here, just put a post in. That is concrete, by the way. The post goes down to the bottom, down below the base. Both posts go straight down, come across. So there's two bars that are welded over here that come across this way, come back up on the other side, straight up like that, two more posts, and come out this way. It's all welded together, and there's a reason for that. You need some integrity inside there. All this concrete is going to start cracking and breaking up on you over time. That's why you use the higher grade stuff, unlike me. My lid's already starting to do it real bad. And so it's the same with this. I've got two bars that come down. These jet out this way, come back this way, and go straight back out. And this is a little, yes, it's galvanized. I know that's not good. You get sick off of that. Stay away from the fumes. Best bet is just to find a metal bucket, which you can't find at Home Depot and all that anymore. So you got to find something. You got to go digging for it. I wasn't up digging for it. I was trying to get something done here. Anyway, on to the burner setup. This burner was a real quick, cheap, and easy way to go. I don't know if it's me or if this gauge here just isn't working. Maybe it's the way I got it set up in line like that. For some reason, it just ain't working. But in any case, like I said, it's David D's explanation of the quickie burner. Spelled K-W-I-C or K-W-I-K-Y. There's the nozzle inside there. I just tapped a little tiny hole in that. You can drill, you know, 60 thousandths hole, anything like that might work. He'll explain it to you a little bit better than I will. I don't have time for that. I'm just trying to explain this real quick. In any case, the way my burner body is, I stole this off of the base for a satellite dish, the body, this galvanized pipe here. And all I did was I took that union that goes from pipe to pipe. I'll have to go grab the other side of that union, take a picture of it. Anyway, I took that union, I took it apart. Actually, I'm just gonna go do that real quick. I took it apart and I ground it down to where it would fit inside there. I got that pipe really hot. I got the union really hot. And I hammered them together. Took my sledgehammer and hammered them together. So yeah, there is quite a bit of fabrication in the design. You know, you're never gonna be able to build something without having some tools, you know. Anyway, so this is the other side of that union. Took that apart, just robbed the part out of there, stuffed it inside there. So you see how that works. Anyway, I ground the threads off of this side, to where it was kind of tapered like that, you know, and I just hammered it inside there. And like I said, I got the 0 to 30 psi regulator, very much necessary. You got that 1 or 2 psi regulator, you're not going to be able to burn anything. I've tried it, it don't work. So I'm going to go ahead and set this down for a second, put everything together. All it is just screwing that to that black iron pipe right there. So I'll do that in just a second. I'll be back. Okay, so regulator all hooked up, burns hooked up. I'm ready to start melting some stuff, but there's a few things I need to make sure you know first. You got sodium carbonate, not bicarbonate, carbonate. That helps keep the dross down. You toss it in there after you get a few things melted down. That will definitely help clean up some things. And there's a couple other ideas. I'm not going to explain them right now. I'm just going to go about melting some stuff because it's my first burn with this foundry with propane attached to it. Anyway, so I've got my regulator turned back all the way. I'm going to go ahead and turn this valve, make sure it's closed, which actually I don't even know. It lies to me all the time. It lies to me all the time. So I'm just going to see if I get some sound coming out of that. If I don't. Okay, there it is. Okay. Like I said, I don't see anything coming out of that. But it lights off. Nope, maybe not. That is confusing. Nope. That's why I turned it back up. Okay. Now, it is questionable. I have heated this foundry a couple of times, but it is questionable whether or not there's still a bunch of hydrogen or water in there. It may end up cracking. It may end up popping. I doubt it'll explode. I've gotten that thing plenty hot. I used charcoal in it a couple of times long ago, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn it up, let it rip for a little bit. Nothing on the gauge, nothing at all. So I'm going to throw the lid on and gather some aluminum. Alright, starting to get warm in there, but I do have a beer can in there just to make sure it's something starting to melt, which I'm pretty sure it won't take long, and it's not even turned up all the way, but in any case, I've got a bunch of cast aluminum. You don't want to use beer cans, that takes too long. You can get cast aluminum from old mechanic shops. They're usually tossing stuff out, giving it to scrappers. That's how I came across this stuff. I started doing a little bit of scrapping, not much, but I gathered a couple pounds of this stuff, so I'm going to try and melt this. In any case, it shouldn't take too long for that to get hot. I'm going to get it glowing, and we'll start seeing if things start melting. Beer can has melted, and I'm going to just go ahead and start throwing in some cast aluminum, see how fast it melts. Yes, it is starting to get dark already. Never get enough time to do stuff. Oh, crud. Look at what I did. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Look at what I did. He's going to crucible. Alright, it's in there now. not even turned up all the way and it already melted that beer can. When I was doing it on charcoal, it'd take me 45 minutes just to melt a beer can. How about that? Not no more. Not no more. Don't breathe that. Don't breathe anything coming out of the top of that. I need to get a real bucket to do this with. Anyway, start melting stuff. I'll come back. Not even 3 minutes later, that chunk of cast already broke in half. It melted right off the side. I'm gonna have to start dumping this cast in here. Say goodbye. You're turning into some molten metal. Do this. Come back. That's for all you Michiganders out there. Yeah, boy. So everything that was inside there is pretty much like sludge. It only took about 5 minutes, 10 minutes to do it. I already put that other chunk that I was preheating on the top. I threw that in there just now. It ain't gonna take very long. I'm definitely gonna have a couple of cupcakes wherever you can't see it from here, but there you go. I still have that full stack of cast left. You can't see anything at this point. I'll just show you when I do the melt. It'll be about, I think, 15-20 minutes. So I've got about a quarter of the way, maybe a third of the way full inside that crucible. Kind of running out of gas. Don't want to waste all of it tonight. Got lots of stuff to do. Look at that. Sinking right down inside there. That's beautiful. I'm about to start doing my pour in a second here. Alright, I'm pulling this out. We're gonna pour some ingots. Cupcake pan has not been burned yet, so it's probably going to smoke, but here we go. I was right. Probably gonna catch on fire too. Look, he caught on fire right as I said that. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. About time, right, Anita?
Yeah. Nope.
Don't do that. Don't do what I did. How about